Hello everyone, this is Mick Farley, Project Lead of Harrow International School, Appi, Japan. I'm very pleased to see you all again. I'm privileged to say I have in-depth experience of both Appi and Japan. I lived and worked as a headmaster in Tokyo for several years and more recently have had many memorable experiences in beautiful natural Appi Kogen as we have developed the Harrow Appi project over the past 3 years. I started my teaching career instructing outdoor sports, so exploring the Appi Mountains on foot, on a mountain bike and on skis has been wonderful as I have carefully considered how to use the mountains to teach young people valuable life skills. Skiing in Appi is exceptional, floating down the mountain on wide open slopes with light, fresh snow and stunning scenery. As I've explored Mount Appi and Mount Hachimantai and planned for the future Mountain Academy programmes for Harrow Appi, I've relished the pristine natural surroundings of the Iwate Mountains. That's me in the video, by the way, exploring the mountain on an unforgettable blue sky day. We'll also take full advantage of the green season to teach the students to engage with nature and learn from it in a range of adventurous challenges. In Appi, the opportunity to explore the summer mountains on a mountain bike or on foot will provide invaluable lessons and memorable experiences for our students. In this digital era, outdoor sports such as skiing, mountain biking and hill walking are more necessary than ever as our young people deal with the pressures on their lives online. They develop transferable life skills such as teamwork, communication, resilience, and thus building self-esteem whilst at the same time coming to better understand the world and their place in it. Other skills such as campcraft, travelling safely through a winter mountain landscape, and orienteering can be taught from the doorstep of our campus in Appi. I was very fortunate as a teenager to be brought up in the Peak District National Park in the Pennine Hills of the north of England. I learnt about outdoor pursuits such as rock climbing, hill running and camping. Eventually, I progressed to instruct adventurous sport. I'm looking forward to bringing these valuable natural learning experiences to the holistic curriculum of Harrow Appi. A lot of parents outside of the country might wonder how it is to live and study in Japan, whether their child can adapt to the lifestyle, whether the food is only raw fish and ramen, and if the language will be a barrier for non-Japanese students. I've lived and worked in wonderful countries and have been very fortunate to enjoy a variety of cultures, climates and settings. From the heat and the bustle of Thailand, to the deserts of the Middle East, to the grey skies of Yorkshire. Across all of them, the country that really captured my heart was Japan. It's an inspiring place in so many ways. Culture, mountains, food, and the magnificent contrast of the 4 seasons. Spring in Japan is especially unforgettable. Beloved by Instagrammers, the cherry blossom or sakura season is a not to be missed experience. Spring is also significant in cultural terms. It represents the beginning of the new year for schools and businesses, and the weather is refreshing, bringing new life and new hope. The summer can be hot in Osaka or Tokyo, but a visit to Appi gives cool breezes and clean air. Autumn offers a spectrum of colour. The soft autumnal light brings the landscape to life, making it a great season for creativity. Most people's favourite season in Appi is of course the white one, winter. As one of the top 5 ski resorts in Japan, Appi offers excellent mountain sports for all skill levels. It can be cold, but when the snow's good, no one's complaining. They're too busy having fun, skiing, taking pictures, or chatting on the chairlifts. To be hosted in the Japanese mountains is a privilege and provides an incredible range of opportunities to Harrow, and we plan to take full advantage of our world-class facilities set in this great ski resort. I've definitely talked about Japan enough. Why don't you take a look for yourselves? Let me pass you to Naoko-san, our Japanese correspondent, to take you on a tour.
皆さんこんにちは。横井直子と申します。日本のアッピが持つ魅力を伝えるガイド役として本日のイベントに参加できることを大変嬉しく思います。子供を持つ一人の母としてハロースクールが日本に開校することをとても嬉しく思いますし、またハローの教育がアッピの自然とどのように融合し、学生たちが生涯役立つ教育と経験を提供するのか心から楽しみにしております。日本は環境にとても恵まれた国だと思います。東京のような1000万人近くもの人口を抱えたグローバル都市があるかと思えば、美しい海、緑豊かな森、そしてそびえ立つ山々など大自然が都市を一歩出たところに広がっています。日本で生活していると伝統文化と現代文化が共存しているなと感じることがよくあります。日本文化を象徴する和服や歌舞伎、茶道など今でも日本の伝統ある文化を身近に感じたり体験したり、またこのような日本独自の文化を大切にしようという心がありますが、それと同時にアニメや漫画などの世界に誇れる日本の現代文化も存在します。日本の治安の良さや街がきれいであるという面でも世界的に有名ですよね。グローバルな面を持ち、豊かな文化があり、そして清潔で安全な環境とこのような恵まれた条件の中に開校するハローアッピ校は、きっと子どもたちの勉強面ではもちろん、心身ともに健康に成長する機会を与える学校になるでしょう。また、多様な文化の理解や革新的でクリエイティブな発想の育成にもつながることでしょう。それではハローアッピ校のある岩手県に行き、一緒に現地の文化を体験してみましょう。盛岡市は岩手県の県庁所在地であり、豊かな自然環境に恵まれた美しい景観を形成しています。東京から新幹線に乗れば2時間ほどでこの美しい町にたどり着くんです。岩手県は北海道に次ぎ日本で2番目に大きい県です。125万人の人口を有し、人々の多くは内陸部の北上盆地に住んでいます。盆地と海岸部以外は山地や丘陵地が多いため、とても緑豊かな県なんです。岩手県には緑豊かな自然環境があるだけではなく、数多くの文化も存在しています。この素晴らしい地は著名な童話作家である宮沢賢治、現在アメリカのメジャーリーグで活躍している大谷翔平選手、スキージャンプ選手でオリンピックに出場した小林龍陽と小林潤志郎の小林兄弟の出身地でもあります。これらの著名人は岩手が誇る自然が輩出したと言っても過言ではないでしょう。次に岩手県が誇る素晴らしい自然環境と文化を見ていきましょう。 岩手県は自然環境と伝統文化に優れているだけあって、やはり素晴らしい場所ですね。そんな中でアッピという場所は岩手県の中でも特別な場所にあり、アッピ高原は日本有数の避暑地であり、スキーの聖地とも称されています。実はナショナルジオグラフィックという世界的にも有名なメディアにて、アッピ高原が世界最大級の降雪量を誇る場所として取り上げられたこともあるんです。毎年数多くの観光客がアッピに訪れており、現地の自然風景と文化に心を奪われ、アッピに定住する方もいるんです。アッピの魅力は自然だけではなく、そこに住む人にもあるようです。一緒にアッピの素敵なコミュニティに会いに行ってみましょう。
ペンションアリスの近藤康夫です。女房の
すみこです。
長いんですよ。もう随分と間もなくなるのかな。ペンションを始めたのが、1987年、8月に家族で東京からアッピに越してきました。でもまあ私たちここ数年ね、このコロナで、お休みになっちゃいましたけど、インバウンドで受け入れてきました。まともに喋れなくてもいろんなツールを使いながら議論できるよというところまで来た。それは手助けをいただかなきゃいけないですよ、翻訳機に。でもそういうところまで来た。でその中で何が分かったかって言ったらば、全部きれいに言葉が通じるよりもつなぎ合わせた方が心が通うっていうことが気軽に訪ねてきてほしい。私たちもそれを気軽に受け入れたい。学校ですからね、そこはまあなかなか簡単にいつでもっていうわけにはいかないかもしれないけど、そういう交流が始まったら嬉しいな。海外から来た子どもたちもね、アッピのじじばばって呼ぶんですよ。一度しか来なくてもメールが来るしね。それはもう本当に楽しいことですよね。長い方は6年いらっしゃるでしょうし、短くてもおそらく3年以上いらっしゃるでしょうから、私たちがどういうふうに受けるかっていう、覚悟はね、やってみなきゃ分かんない部分があっても、私たちが持っているいい日常の部分とそこがつながれば面白いんだろうなと思いますね。
大家好，我是郝丽，我来自中国北京，现在在安比滑雪学校是一名滑雪教练。可能一个人到了异国他乡，你也许可能会最开始的时候，尤其是当你语言不是非常畅通的时候，你可能会感到孤单啊，或者怎样。但就是这里的社群完全没有让我感受到这一点，他们其实无时无刻的不再从我的角度，然后替我考虑，就是很多事情，就包括一些我的感受，然后提供他们尽可能能够提供的最大的帮助，这是我感受到的最大的善意。如果你想体验一个不同的文化，或者说如果你想在一个不同的环境里就是用一个更国际化的视角来看待世界的话，我觉得这里是一个非常好的选择。可以说在日本的粉雪里都是数一数二的，因为我们远离海岸，我们的那个就是降雪的湿度，就是我们的粉雪里面的含水量是极低的，可以说是那种最轻最软滑起来最舒畅的粉雪。在安比的日常生活呢，其实一点都不会无聊。我们这就大家也知道，我们这有非常丰富的自然环境，然后春天的时候我们有非常漂亮的樱花，然后到了夏天的时候跟小伙伴们一起，我们去年有一起去登山啊，然后一起去散步，然后就是这里的绿色，会让你满眼都充满了舒适感。这是一种在大城市你完全体会不到的和自然融合的一种，就是与自然亲密无间的感觉。我想在大城市的小伙伴们可能很难能体会的这么深刻。就是当你离开了那些忙碌的喧嚣的氛围之后，你也许更能深刻的跟你自己对话，然后找到你自己是谁，或者说看到你真正需要的是什么。然后这一点，我觉得这里的自然环境不仅仅是美丽的风景，它其实也是帮助我找到自己，或者说更深入了解自己的一个很有力的帮助。
阿部文子と言います。生まれは東京都の新宿出身で、ずっとちっちゃい時から外国に憧れがあって、盛岡で観光に携わる仕事をしたんですが、その後イギリスに行って、今は、ここ八幡平岩手でイベントのコーディネートやガイド、あとは自然の体験の、お仕事をさせてもらっています。この地域の人は冬が来るのを楽しみにしてる人もいて、みんな寒いねって言って雪がいっぱいで嫌だねとも言うんですけど、実は冬って本当に全てのものが真っ白に覆われて、大自然の中で自分が生きてる感覚を味わったり、夏の間しっかり準備しておいた蓄えがあるから冬の間ゆっくり家の中で過ごせるとか、ちゃんと先を見越して準備する、トラブルが起こった時にも慌てず対策を考えるとか、一人では必ず生きられない環境なんですよ。人と協力すること、性格も考え方も違う人ともどうしたらうまくコミュニケーションできるかとか、思いやり合える力が育つので、それは本当すべてに通じるんじゃないかなと思います。
Hi, my name's Rob Connell. I'm a current resident at Appi Kogen. I've been here for 6 years now. We've been married for a while.
About the same age.
About the same amount of time. Little man here, William. Say hello.
Say hello.
Hello. Little man William. He's nearly 1.5, 2 years old. We have another one on the way, which is great news. We've been here 6 years, just like I said. We have a business here. We have a bed and breakfast, as well as a bar restaurant. We have a bed and breakfast. We've owned that for 5 years. We bought it 6 years ago, renovated it, and been fortunate enough to be living and working up here. The fresh air's something else up here. It really is. The skiing, the snowboarding, the trekking, all the outdoor activities that they have available to them on our doorstep. We can walk up to the resort. They've got a great little animal farm up there with goats and everything else, which is great. So much open space. We don't worry about it. And I don't think any family up here needs to worry about the safety of their kid. They just don't. Sendai is the closest, largest town that we have, a large metropolitan area anyway. It's not too far away. It's only a 40-minute train ride from Morioka. Tokyo is only 2 hours on the Shinkansen from Morioka. So you're not stuck here, and we're really glad they're here. We want to be part of the community down there also. I mean, that's what we're all striving for, so we can make this a community, a village, at the Appi village, if you will.
I hope you enjoyed your tour and gained an appreciation of the environment of Harrow Appi. Let's talk a little bit about a Harrow Appi education. Our existing Harrow International schools have built an exceptional track record in East Asia for strong examination success and university placement at the world's best universities, of course in the UK, but also here in Asia and elsewhere in North America, for example. Our international Old Harrovian alumni are employed in many leading companies or are innovating and influencing in some truly unique settings globally. We have alumni in startups, in Fortune 500 companies, and currently on the front line fighting COVID-19 as medical researchers, policymakers, and doctors. Underpinning this success is boarding. Boarding is something very distinctive to British independent education and is central to Harrow's culture and ethos. Being a boarder is the most authentic way to experience a Harrow education. Harrow School in the UK has been offering boarding-only education for many, many years. And this will be the case in Appi. All students will board full-time. Boarders benefit from being part of a community, from learning to live alongside others, and from having world-class facilities and teachers available to them 24/7. The housemaster or housemistress and residential tutors know each student in the house extremely well, allowing for individualised support, what we call close personal tutoring. Students receive swift, individualised and effective guidance due to the deep knowledge of each boy or each girl that our teachers have. The basis of a truly British educational experience, boarding creates the linkage between our core and super curriculum, the co-curricular programmes, and Appi's access to the outstanding natural environment. It's what makes Harrow Appi one of a kind in Asia. These three key elements, the core curriculum, the super curriculum, and our co-curricular programmes, combine to create a truly Harrow education. Utilising our bespoke Harrow International curriculum, study at Harrow Appi leads to IGCSEs at age 16 and A-level examinations at age 18. These programmes allow students to select from a wide range of courses, specialising in subjects they particularly excel in. Choosing perhaps 4 subjects at A-level, students study in such depth that the concepts they master often overlap their first-year university material. The language of instruction in Harrow Appi is English. All core subjects are taught and assessed in English. Students speaking English as an additional language are expertly supported as they develop confidence and precision in their use of spoken and written English. However, we also offer expert Japanese and Chinese programs with a large proportion of curriculum time dedicated to language study. Japanese nationals are able to progress in their native language to a level good enough to secure entry to a Japanese university, should they desire. This statement is also true for our Chinese programs. All students engage in the rich culture of Japan. Celebration and respect for Japanese traditions, events, and special occasions form an important part of Harrow Appi life. Our carefully developed and expertly taught academic programs ensure that all students reach their academic potential. They develop the knowledge, skills, and attributes necessary for a successful university experience and a fulfilled adult life. Timetabled lessons are only one dimension of scholarship. To ensure students are academically stretched and their intellectual curiosities are inspired, we provide a broad range of super curriculum activities. Through programming clubs and societies, guest speakers and debate and public speaking competitions, for instance, students are encouraged to wrestle with challenging problems. They're able to apply their knowledge to new and testing situations, and they learn to communicate, to solve problems, and to think, both critically and creatively. And these skills have lifelong value. They add extra power to university application. A question we are often asked is why we use the label co-curriculum and not the more common extracurriculum. The answer is that at Harrow, additional activities are not extra. They are a core part of what we offer. We believe students learn as much outside of the classroom as they do in it. A Harrow Appi education is holistic, developing the values and attributes of our young people, not just their academic learning. Whether before school, over lunch, after the school day, or at the weekends, students have access to an extensive range of academies, societies, events, and service opportunities. The creative and performing arts are extremely strong in the school, with a music academy and an arts school at the heart of our arts centre. And of course, sport is a priority in Harrow Appi, and not just mountain sports. We offer 5 sports academies in all and maintain a strong Harrovian tradition in team sports, such as football and rugby and basketball. Serving our community and learning many valuable lessons in the process is a core commitment of this school. Examples of community service are working with local not-for-profit organisations to learn about sustainability and how to nurture the natural environment, or helping local businesses to think about how they can engage an international audience, or conducting workshops for local students to learn more about diversity and inclusion. I could go on. Through these co-curricular leadership and service programmes, Harrow Appi students develop the strength of character and amass the experiences needed to excel. They become well-rounded and confident, active and engaged, not just in the classroom, but in everything they do. As a full 7-day boarding school, student learning isn't confined to the traditional school day or classroom. In the core curriculum, for example, biology students will use the school's lake to study wildlife and insect life cycles, of course after the winter. In geography, there are local mountains to study, upland rivers, for example. Mount Iwate is a classic dormant volcanic cone, and nearby towns such as Morioka can be evaluated as to how physical and human geography combine to create human settlements. Our economics students will analyse the Appi resort as a business, considering the factors which make it successful and where it can be even more so. Visual artists will use the mountain environment to inspire landscape, portraiture, ice carving in the winter, and moody photography in the right light and season. After school, the opportunities for super curriculum activities run late into the evening. A high-profile speaker, perhaps a famous politician or an actor, might offer an inspirational talk. The film club could meet to practice filming action drone ski footage. The Astronomy Society might come together after evening homework to explore the night sky. And then, as I mentioned at the start of the presentation, there are the seasons. The green season provides wonderful opportunities to access the great outdoors. Our golf and tennis academies provide world-class coaching utilising outstanding facilities, whilst the programmes for both road cycling and mountain biking are very ambitious. Additionally, rugby, football, basketball, kayaking, fishing, trekking, trail running and overnight expeditioning are all features of the sports programme. Also, all students cycle around Mount Hatchimantai's Massif as the summer Long Ducker House Challenge. The white season, of course, focuses on winter sports, with the opportunity to ski or ride as often as 4 times a week. For elite skiers and snowboarders, there's the Race Academy, plus expeditioning and mountaineering challenges for the more adventurous. All our students are avalanche awareness trained and learn how to travel safely in a winter landscape. In the winter, all students climb up and ski down Mount Hatchimantai as the Winter Long Ducker House Challenge. Sixth formers have the opportunity to climb up Mount Iwate, spend a night on the summit ridge, and then ski back down the next day as an important rite of passage. More than just for recreation, our seasonal programmes are central to the holistic development of our students, the perfect blend of academic excellence and outdoor challenge. One of the most frequently asked questions from parents focuses on what exactly their child's school day will look like at Harrow Appy. What are the characteristics and benefits of a full-time boarding education? Let's take a 16-year-old student, Anne, as an example. Anne loves both arts and sport. She also loves her school and is determined to get the most out of it. She usually gets up soon after 6 a.m. and by 6:30 she's busy practicing her cello in the music school. After breakfast, Anne goes to her timetabled core curriculum lessons in her 4 A-level subjects: physics, chemistry, mathematics and art. She's still considering whether to study engineering or architecture at university. At the end of the timetabled day, she joins her co-curricular activities where she can pursue her passions. Her current creative focus is a multimedia installation. So this afternoon she's taking photos of icy frozen river water spilling over mountain boulders, which she'll take back to the darkroom to play with. Later that afternoon, Anne joins her peers at Maths Club to prepare for the coming Harrow Family Maths competition. Last year, Harrow London won, but this year, Harrow Appy have ambitions for the competition to come. She has prep, that's supervised homework, after dinner. She's been struggling with some new chemistry concepts and is pleased to see that the chemistry teacher is available to help her in the boarding common room. She's particularly excited about her 9 o'clock, that's 9 p.m, super curriculum lecture, as an eminent university professor will be speaking to the sixth form about the urban art of soul. As a full boarding school, the weekends are also carefully planned. Anne is a member of the Swim Academy, so is in the pool early every Saturday and every Sunday morning. And on both afternoons of the weekend, she takes the ski lift up onto the mountain to join the race teams training with the Ski Academy. She's actually hoping this year to make the school race team. Whether a school day or the weekend, parents can be confident that their children's days are enriched with valuable activities. Harrow Appy's boarding-only education benefits students in many ways, in their mornings, evenings and weekends, getting maximum use from the school's teachers and facilities, taking advantage of the sublime mountain environment and acquiring transferable skills and knowledge. This can only be achieved by a full boarding system. One more important consideration. Parents can pay visits to their children in Appi with ease. Whether you're Japanese or from elsewhere in Asia, Appi is easily accessible. Parents will enjoy the many benefits of the Harrow Appi membership scheme. To gain preferential access to the skiing, you get a bargain ski season pass, the hot springs, the onsen, tennis, golf and many other activities, with or without your child. Naoko-san, are you convinced? I hear you are seriously considering sending your son to Harrow Appi.
そうですね。素晴らしい自然環境と校内施設を見ると、ここで学べる学生たちは本当に恵まれているなと思いました。開校が待ち遠しいです。ハローアッピ校は2022年に開校する予定です。同年はハロースクールの創立45周年でもあるため、きっと特別な1年となることでしょう。ハローアッピ校の開校は、革新と伝統の融合を象徴するような学校となるでしょう。今後のハローアッピ校がどのような成長を遂げていくのか、また日本の国際教育にどのような影響を与えるかが楽しみですね。日本初のハロースクール、ハローアッピ校は世界トップレベルの教育と美しい自然環境が一つとなり、革新と伝統が融合することで、ハローの国際教育をまた一つ高いレベルへと引き上げる学校となることでしょう。ハロー式の学習カリキュラム、課外授業や活動を担うコ・キャリキュラム、全寮制という環境、最先端の施設と、どれをとっても日本ではもちろんアジアでもこれまでに見たことのないインターナショナルスクールとして学生たちに最高の教育と経験を提供する学校となるでしょう。保護者の方々は詳しい募集要項が気になっているのではないでしょうか。ハローアッピ校は11歳から18歳の学生、日本でいう小学校6年生から高校3年生までの学生が対象のイギリス式の教育を提供する全寮制の学校になります。2022年の開校時には満11歳から14歳のイギリスの学年でイヤー7、イヤー10の学生を募集する予定となっております。日本の学年でいうと小学校6年生から中学校3年生ですね。国籍や移住地は問わず、日本国内はもちろん世界各国から学生を募集いたします。お子様が過去にインターナショナルスクールに通った経験がなくても大丈夫ですし、保護者の方が英語ができなくてももちろんご応募いただけます。ハローアッピ校へのエントリーは2022年9月よりオンラインアプリケーションの受付が開始いたします。その後、コンピューターベースの試験で英語、数学など認知能力を測るテストが行われ、同時に英語でのライティングテストが行われます。このプロセスを通過したお子様は英語での面接のご案内になります。保護者の面接はございません。テストの日程に特に決まりはなく、オンラインアプリケーションの提出が完了した方から随時に案内する形となり、面接まで終わると約1ヶ月程度で結果を通知させていただいております。多くの保護者の方々よりご子息をハローアッピ校へご入学させたいというお声をお寄せいただいている中で、自分の子どもが本当に受験できる可能性があるかというご不安の声も同時にいただいております。そこでハローでは模擬試験、プレテストという形で実際の試験と同じオンライン試験をお試しいただいている準備を進めております。こちらのサイト harrowappi.openapply.com/ROI にアクセスいただき、 情報をご登録いただきますと、プレテストの応募が開始次第ご連絡をさせていただきたいと思います。
I hope this overview has been useful in understanding how a Harrow branded education and the Appi landscape come together to create a unique education in Asia. In future sessions, we'll focus on our support for students through our close personal tutoring systems, plus give further details on Harrow boarding. Thank you for your time. We look forward to welcoming you to Appi and, whatever the season, enjoying the inspiring natural environment with you.